Hi everybody, Dave Winder here on GoRacers.com, and it's the fastest Friday in Kentucky as the Murray State football program holds its annual spring game here at Roy Stewart Stadium. We had a threat of rain early, but it really cleared off, and it's a wonderful evening here, and lots of football going on, and also a lot of extra activities as well, including the Greek organizations getting into the fun here on the football field. But this is the final workout, our final football fix until we get to fall camp in August, and head coach Mitch Stewart running his team through an extensive scrimmage here tonight at Roy Stewart Stadium. There are three major themes we want to hit on here tonight. The first is the quarterback situation for the Racers. Maybe it hasn't worked itself out completely yet, but it could be down to a two-man race as we go into the fall. Cameron Burse, who played in the SIU game a year ago, the transfer from Western Illinois, he'll be a senior in the fall. And Shuler Bentley, the transfer quarterback from Old Dominion, he'll be a junior in the fall. Those two got a lot of reps here tonight, and it'll remains to be seen how that's going to work out on who will be the Racers starting quarterback. The good news for the Racers, though, is in this post-Katie Humphreys era that we're about to enter, no matter who starts next fall, the Racers should be good to go with either Burse or Bentley and guaranteed to have a very good backup. The second thing we want to focus on here tonight at the fastest Friday in Kentucky is the offensive line of the Racers, maybe the most improved group on this team on either side of the ball. New coach Brian Hamilton has impacted this group in a very short period of time in the spring as he comes over to the Racers from Cal Berkeley. Joe Irby and Chris White, the two leaders of this offensive line, they're ready to take this team into 2017. And finally, the group that has the most experience on the defensive side of the ball is the defensive backfield. Probably the most improved group on the defensive side of the ball from 2016. Demontre Wade is back, the All-OVC second-team pick from last fall. He'll be anchoring one of the corner slots. And then Zach Wade, who is a JUCO transfer from California, he earned All-OVC newcomer selection from last fall. And we didn't see a lot of him in the spring, but Rico McGraw, the Georgia transfer, will be expected to be full speed soon. Marquez Sanford and Marcus Meredith, both coming off injuries from last season, should be back to full speed when we get into August fall camp. Other than that, we saw a lot of big plays tonight. The defensive line seemed to be getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback at times, and we saw a couple of touchdown passes from the various Murray State quarterbacks that got in there. We had just a great time with the Greek organizations being out here tonight as well. It was a fun time for all, and it won't be that long until we get to opening night, which is the Thursday of before Labor Day weekend, August 31st. The Murray State Racers 2017 opener as they take on Kentucky Wesleyan. Here is head coach Mitch Stewart after the final spring workout of 2017 and what he thinks about how the spring went.
I thought that the biggest thing that I think we did this spring was improve, and I think that's what ultimately that's what you want to do in the off season. I know that the first couple of practices when we came out, if anybody came out and saw us, they were probably going, "Ooh, man, this is a rough bunch." And we knew it was going to be like that, especially offensively. You got new terminology up front, you know, with Coach Hamilton and all that kind of stuff, and we were trying some different things on defense. But I commend the coaching staff for kind of limiting the schemes of everything and getting better at the fundamentals. And I thought that that's the biggest thing that we did over the spring was we condensed some of the schemes and some of the install. We weren't as far along as we normally would be, especially from a defensive side when you only lost 3 players. We held back on the schemes and held back on the install and really got good at fundamentals. And I think that's the biggest thing that I'm happy about is just the improvement that we had over the course of spring.